Obviously, yeah, of course, they wouldn't listen to the doctor that to that extent. Please. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Xavier, and today we're gonna be watching Doctor Who. It's the final episode of the season, and it's titled "The Legend of Ruby Sunday." All right, so we've previously had where the Doctor was in space with the babies, space babies. He was in the 60s meeting the Beatles with Davies Chord and Maestro. And but in the first episode, they so with all the babies and the babies were abandoned, and the villain was the boogeyman. Um, and in the second episode, Maestro, it was music that was abandoned. Um, Next episode, boom, Doctor's on a planet, and it's that the people are waging war against themselves, and they're all being controlled by this corporation, well, Villengard, yeah, and the dad dies, and so his daughter is abandoned, and then the soldier dies, and but at least he admitted his love for the other soldier, and then so, but then she was abandoned. And the next episode after that was 73 Yards, where Ruby was abandoned, and everyone was abandoning her, and it was a talk about her mother didn't want her, and everyone else shutting them out of her life until she was old and at her end, and that's when she was able to reconnect and close the loop and all of that. Yeah, so and then after that it was the dot on the bubble with the Lindy, where it's all planet full of young racists and everything, young rich racists and everything, in their own echo bubble. They've abandoned all of everything else. They abandoned the old people and everything, and Lindy abandons and betrays Ricky September to save herself, and she feels like no remorse, and the doctor has to leave them to abandon them because they won't listen to him just because he's black, and so yeah. And then last episode, Rogue. I don't think there was anybody abandoned really. No, it's just about we could say it was like abandoned. We got a loss where the doctor loses Rogue, and the doctor's lost many people, and Rogue has lost a person close to him. And Doctor thought he lost Ruby, but it was actually Ruby being clever and being a very good companion to remember the psychic errands thing and trick everybody. But yeah, so and then throughout all that we've had Susan Twist, or really the actress playing different versions of people in different stories. It started off in one of the specials, playing the maid to what's his name? Isaac Newton, and then she showed up in the Christmas special as just one of the people at the party the club that Ruby was at, and then maybe she showed up as one of the people who quit at the station. And Devil's Gorge, she was a tea lady in Boom. She was the interface of the corporation for their ambulances. In 73 Yards, she showed up as a hiker, and Ruby kind of recognized her. And also, Ruby retained some of those memories in her subconscious from 73 Yards, but because she's in the bowl, she recorded three, and then in the next episode, Dutton where she sees Susan Twist's character as the mother of Lindy. He's like, oh, I recognize her face. And the doctor said, oh yeah, we saw her on with Boom. And she said, yeah, but it was also some, I don't know if she said it, but I don't remember. Yeah, she also, because she said, no, it's someone else, I remember from someone else. And because she didn't see your face in the other, it's your face because they weren't focused. It was sure it would have been the hiker that she saw her as. And then in Row, we saw her as the picture, the painting of the mother of one of the Duke or whatever, yeah. And so in the previews and stuff, we are supposed to find out who Susan Twist is actually playing. And I'm assuming we're gonna find out more about Ruby's origins and past and all that. So the Legend of Ruby's Son, the Doctor and unit investigate the night of Ruby's birth, but unleash an ancient evil. Intriguing. Let's get into it. Okay, interesting start so far. Oh, I forgot to mention. You see some doctors on my shirt and everything. Oh, Rose. Yeah, so I'll go through this in I don't remember the name of that guy. Guy, robot, whatever. So I'll go through this in the discussion.
Give me the loving! Ruby, Rose, Ruby. Two different shades of red.
Doctor, welcome back aboard.
Kate.
Oh, Rose and Ruby, two different shades of red. Okay. I had to work it out a little bit. I was like, what?
Ruby, this is Morris Gibbons.
Nice to meet you, Ruby.
Hey, what happened to the old scientific advisor? I liked her. I don't remember her name, but I liked her.
Everywhere I land, a woman appeared. So she is a comms officer in the planet Pacifico Del Rio. On planet Slug, she's a Slugma. Planet Varsite, she's a Griffin. The fivefold configuration, she's a Bleach. So she's everywhere. Slim, fair hair. What?
Is she there with them?
What? What is it?
And right on cue.
This is when it changes. This is when the whole world is changed. By me.
S-Triad spells out TARDIS.
TARDIS. Oh, okay.
She's called Susan.
Is that significant?
Susan is the name of
The
my
name of
granddaughter.
his, yeah. So, oh, okay. So I had mentioned in previous reviews about Susan, right? Because he had mentioned Susan in Devil's Cord. I don't know which review I said it in, but reaction. But yeah, I had mentioned Susan, and they're bringing up Susan here, and people were speculating. I had also speculated that it was Susan. Wow. Is she actually Susan? Yeah.
Even without the TARDIS anagram, evil genius with secret alien software, it's top of our list. God knows we stopped enough of them. Well, except the obvious.
We'll get him.
Who?
How do you not know your own granddaughter? I mean, don't you recognise her?
Faces change. Yeah. Regeneration.
So we look different, but we're still the same.
What for?
It can save us if we're dying. Or sometimes we can hide ourselves away.
Name, anagram, TARDIS. Probability of a trap, 95% and rising.
Is the start of a better future.
Oh, it was just a rehearsal.
We hacked the link. That's Triad HQ 1 mile west of us. She goes live at 1500 to the whole world.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
We got her undercover on the media team, and she's discovered one surprising thing. Susan Triad turns out to be really nice.
We also have another mystery woman.
Ruby?
Ruby Sunday!
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, I was wondering.
Okay, so Ruby is not the mystery woman, but your mother is. Ruby is a foundling and was left on Ruby Road.
Actually, we've been trying to Davina before, but we got nothing.
Oh, I love Davina. I love Davina. Is she nice?
Sorry, you've got a woman that you keep seeing and a woman that you've never seen. Is it the same woman?
Sorry, but can I say the obvious?
Go ahead, please.
Machine, Doctor, can't you just go back and take a look?
No.
No.
Last thing that I should do is take a time machine back there.
Excuse me, it all sounds a bit Dickensian with the baby and the church and the snow, but it was 2004. There was CCTV footage.
Oh.
Positioned in a storage yard 66 metres away.
But does it show anything? Does the tape still exist?
Oh, no, we've got it. Yeah, my gran asked for it. Do you think you can clean it up and can see my mother?
Yeah, go ahead.
I suggest we take Miss Sunday home.
At once, ma'am.
We're going on a trip.
We had me investigating shoplifting in Catford.
I like the transition. Very nice.
I don't know how you think of all this stuff. Good mum
Wait.
and dad, that's how.
Susan's name, his actress's name is Susan, and this character's name is Susan. Okay.
Here it is, safe and sound. That's your story, darling. The legend of Ruby Sunday.
Whoop. Here I come. Oh, here I come.
Now go and get Mrs. Flood.
What for?
Go and get her. Vamoose. Because I'm coming with you to the Nitwit town.
Oh, Mrs. Flood, we're gonna learn about Mrs. Flood too.
It's nice for me to get out. I'm always hiding myself away. I nursed my old mum through diabetes and a hip operation. She died of an ulcer.
Oh, well,
Looking.
yeah, alright, okay.
You too, Ruby. Still hoping for that growth spurt. I would love a cup of tea. Would you, sweetheart? Well, we'd all like a lot of things that aren't going to happen. There's a storm coming in.
Okay.
He waits no more.
Okay. The one who waits. Alright. And is the one who... Oh, this one is different from the one who waits, I think. Based on what the Maestro said.
Ever mentioned a granddaughter?
I was a different doctor back then, Kate.
Yep, that was before units.
Can't shake it off. I'm trying.
If you've got a granddaughter, that means you've got kids.
Well, not quite. Not yet.
But you mean you can have a granddaughter before a daughter?
Life of a Time Lord.
More like a big ball of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
But you never got back to see her. Why not?
I bring disaster. Kate, disaster. What if I go back and ruin her? Like Morris said, probability of a trap, 95%.
96.
Okay, alright, thank you, Morris.
Come here. Come on.
Kate's got a chrysalis theory.
Just because Susan tried as nice doesn't mean she can't change. Well, caterpillar doesn't know it's a butterfly, and a phoenix is just a bird until it burns.
Yeah, like the Doctor when he was at the planet at the end of the world, end of the universe, and the watch changed him. Yeah.
Kate, do you have a time window?
What you expressly told us in the 1970s unit was absolutely forbidden to experiment with any form of time technology.
Do you have
Please.
a time window?
10 floors down.
Obviously, yeah, of course. They wouldn't listen to the Doctor to that extent. Please.
Wow, you have lashed this together. Woo! Oh, wow, ouch. Ouch.
Doctor.
All right.
You're a legend.
Let's go.
And what else?
It was snowing.
Okay, all right.
Snow? That's impossible.
I'll tell you what's impossible. Haven't turned it on yet.
Time has tides and hollows.
Okay, what's that mean? Yeah, secrets for sure. We're bringing it back. Oh, nice.
Should we stop?
No way.
You probably should stop.
And listen. More than just a glitch. It's like she's shadowed.
Mom?
No.
Look, here she comes.
What?
Did anyone see her face?
No, nothing.
Nothing, sorry.
She doesn't want to be seen. She's gonna turn around.
If time is memory and memory is time, then what is the memory of a time machine?
Infinitesimal.
Running.
And then he looks at her.
When I saw the woman.
And she turns around. Yeah, she turns, she points.
Pointing at you. Morris, can you magnify the woman?
My hands on fire here.
Pointing at you, which is also pointing northwest.
Colonel Chidozi, you will return to your position.
Just see if there's anything there.
Doctor, you said not to move.
I know. Just look.
I'm sure this is a bad choice, a bad decision.
Maybe if I try a different angle. No, sorry, no.
Is Colonel Chidozi alright?
I can't see it.
Morris, a second, please.
No, I'm sorry, I've got to ask.
Okay, what are you asking?
What is that?
I think you should turn off the machine. Turn off the machine.
No, get those lights off! Off! Turn them off, they're too bright, turn them off!
Doctor, what is that thing? Doctor, when is that thing? Is it now, or is it 2004?
Both, I think.
Colonel Chidozi, please report.
Where are you, GML? Are you inside that thing?
No.
Look around and tell us, where are you?
I am in hell.
Okay.
It's been waiting for so long.
Is it still there? Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I get why she's upset. He lost her, one of her soldiers.
Take me to Susan Triad.
Yeah, you need to see her.
Nothing forward.
That thing killed him. Not you. Now stop grizzling and fix it. Susan is your granddaughter. Then she might be the key to this. Come on.
Melo's right. Gotta fix it. You're the only one who can.
A crude videotape of a snowstorm, 19 years old, kept under the bed in a shoebox. I was born for this.
Doctor Who?
Just the doctor, hello.
Well, if you don't mind my saying, I'd remember a handsome chap like you.
I thought you were.
Knows I don't get enough sleep.
Why not?
I get a lot of dreams.
That you're in different places?
Do you dream about a girl called Lindy?
Yes.
A place called Pacifico Del Rio. About being an ambulance.
Yes, she does.
Sorry, I've really got to go.
Being an ambulance.
She remembered them.
She did.
The hell?
Oh my god.
What?
It's the TARDIS.
Okay. Oh, this is why it's been growing throughout the season. Because it first started growing in the Devil's Cord.
Before.
I think Susan Triad is a part of it.
She definitely is the part of it.
On my orders, all non-essential staff will clear the room right now. All non-essential staff, out! I'm sorry, you're part of this. I need you to stay, but your mother will be taken home.
I'm staying with her.
Get her out.
Yeah, you can't stay here, babe.
Which means I love you and thank you and goodbye.
Exactly.
Doctor, to confirm.
I'm not even speaking because I'm so... Oh, this is good. This is so good.
And I think
we can succeed.
I mean, I hope.
Kate, get Ruby to the town.
What for?
You do not question. You move.
To that man. Who was he?
The doctor.
Doctor, the scan says this life form is woven into the fabric of the TARDIS itself.
All my ideas
like it's part of it. My name is Kate Lethbridge Stewart, Commander-in-Chief of the Unified Intelligence Task Force, and I demand that you show yourself.
He is hidden in the Howling Void. The Lord of Time was blind and vain.
Okay.
Harriet Arbinger.
Oh.
Harbinger. The gods bring harbingers to warn us of their coming.
Don't know what he wanted me to do. Why am I here?
You'll find out soon enough.
Away from your desk.
Colonel, back away. Stand with me.
Yeah, you don't want to...
Choosing another officer.
There is the toy maker, the god of games.
Manifestation.
There are gods of skin and shade.
Oh boy.
There is incense. Standing on high is the mother and father and other of them all.
Okay.
And his one true name forevermore is...
Is this an old classic villain?
Probable trap. 100%.
Yeah.
Both of you, don't let her touch you.
By his hand, all creation shall fall into dust and ashes and ruin.
He told you to leave.
Sutek's gift of death to all humanity. I am Sutek, the god of death.
Okay, alright. Oh boy. Mel, don't do anything.
Vile, incessant universe.
You. What? Okay, so confession to make. I forgot that there was another episode coming. So that's why my reaction was so wild, because I thought this was gonna be a cliffhanger until the next season. I thought they were ending us on a cliffhanger for an entire season. So we had to wait months for another episode. That's what I thought. I completely forgot. I thought this was the last episode of the season. That's why my reaction was like that. Yo! I tell you, boy. Yeah, so that's why. But let's calm down. We still have time. Okay. Alright, oh, let me do this before I forget. So, these are some famous doctors. I got this like a few years ago, like 5-10 years ago. Something, I don't remember the time, but between 10 years ago and now, this is when I have seen so long. I've had this CC11 is the last doctor on this. So this was around the time of Matt Smith as the doctor. So, AC9. Um, 11. 10. Doc 10. Tenant. The fourth Doctor. Yeah, see, Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory and all this. So this shirt is kind of old. So I brought it out thinking this was the finale. Well, it's not. My bad. Anyway, so Sutek is an old villain. I remember because I've seen clips. I'm not sure if I saw this episode because I've watched a few old serials from the past Doctors and stuff. And this was Sutek was a fourth Doctor. Yeah, fourth Doctor. Fourth Doctor villain. So, well, let me read this article. It says here on radiotimes.com. Legend of Ruby Sunday marks a dramatic return for Sutek, a character who last appeared in Doctor Who almost 50 years ago. In 1975 serial Pyramids of Mars, the fourth Doctor Tom Baker and Sarah Jane Smith, Elizabeth Sladen, first encountered Sutek, one of a race of Osirians, beings of godlike power who were worshipped by many cultures across the universe, including on Earth in ancient Egypt. When the archaeologist Professor Marcus Cartman excavated the inner chamber of the pyramid beneath which Sutek was imprisoned, it allowed the villain an opportunity to escape. Sutek controls Cartman's corpse, using it to construct a war missile aimed at the Eye of Horus on Mars, which was beaming a signal to suppress Sutek's powers and hold him prisoner. The Eye of Horus is destroyed, unleashing Sutek, but in the final showdown on Mars, the Doctor is able to extend the terminus of the time tunnel down which Sutek is traveling into the far future. The end result, Sutek appears to age rapidly and eventually perish, with the Doctor suggesting that he may have lived for as long as 7,000 years before meeting his demise. Right, and also we found out some other gods are in this pantheon of gods that the Doctor spoke about. Toymaker, this was also the trickster, the god of traps. This was apparently a person seen in the Sergeant Adventures. I didn't watch this, so other Maestro, which we saw. Reprobate, the god of peace, the threefold deity, the god of disaster, and their children, and also the gods of skin and shame and secrets, which we haven't seen yet. So maybe we'll see them this episode. And we also had an Harbinger again today. That's like when episode Maestro we saw so in my head I was thinking Harriet is gonna be unleashed. She's going to unleash the beast through the image on the screen, like with angels, like the image of an angel becomes an angel. So I thought that's what's gonna happen here. The image of the thing is gonna become the actual thing, but no, we're just something else, something different. We see Mrs. Flood is involved like we thought, and she was like you were saying, the whole thing with Mad Jack and in the 73 hours, she had nothing to do with her, so she ignored it. Yeah, because she knows she had a bigger thing coming, which she didn't want to. So this thing was outside of her remit. Right, so Mrs. Flood is involved. We haven't seen the full extent of how she's involved yet, but we will. So people were speculating that this would RTD was gonna bring back an old villain, and he did, which would be the Sutek person, who is the one who waits, which was spoken about. But there's also somebody Maestro mentioned, which is the oldest one, who's different from the one who waits. I might need to rewatch the episodes and stuff, or specifically because the Toymaker also spoke about the one who waits. So I need to rewatch that scene with the Toymaker and Maestro, and if it's important, I'll put my comments in here. But also, yeah, so to note that. But yeah, so this was a good episode. Unfortunately, Susan Trad was not Susan. She was just a manifestation of a portion of the power of Sutek to bring forth death. Yeah, so that's basically what she is. But there's not to say that there is more here, because there's another episode. We will find out. So they've set it up very nicely so far. We've got the mystery of Ruby's mother, or who we think is her mother, and she's coming back, and so I'm sure next episode we'll see the face and everything, and I'm sure there'll be something there. Sutek is gonna bring about some form of destruction, that bring from some threat, and the doctor's gonna have to maybe something like what was it, that episode where the master took over the world, and Martha Jones series, and that space, that angel Jesus doctor moment where everybody had to chant doctor, and he brought him back from this tiny thing to. I hope it's nothing like that. Please, Russell, please no, Russell, no, Russell T Davies, please no. But yeah, maybe something like that, but not exactly fully that. But something like the world is, maybe something that we saw where in this previous Tamika episode where everybody's angry and fighting and stuff like that. Maybe something similar to that. I don't know, but yeah, whatever. But it's gonna be some form of thing where the entire world is affected and all of that, and yeah, plays a part. Also, what name again? Kate. Yeah, Kate was right about the chrysalis theory where Susan became activated. Susan tried, she became activated, and she became the vessel for Sutek. So that's the thing. And the soldier, Shidozi, I think that was his name. Sucks for him. He didn't need to take another angle. See, I was saying, pointing out, like, where is he? He went behind the TARDIS, and then we didn't see him again until. No, we didn't until he was dead, but also we didn't see anything else again until that what call it again? Thing, the manifested, the whole shadows, everything came forth. So that's who the mother figure was pointing at. Yeah, so that they were pointing at the TARDIS, and throughout season we've seen the TARDIS grow on the various points, and we've seen Susan to it. So I thought the TARDIS has been wonky. I didn't bring it up. So that skipped past me, but whatever, So everything is coming to a head next week. You've got Sutek in unit headquarters. We've got the Doctor and Susan and Mel at the place, whatever place, Triad Technology, whatever. And Ruby is in the time window place, and Mrs. Flood is guarding Cherry. But yeah. So overall, this is a really fun episode. I really enjoyed it. You could see me; I was just entranced. I don't even have a lot to say. But just like I'm so loving it. It's good TV. It's just a very, very good episode of television. I tell you, it's just setting up for a good. It's a very good episode 1 of 2-parter. We just need to see if Russell can stick the landing. He usually sticks the landing. a series usually sticks the landings on these two-parters, but you know, it's because you're only as good as your last game. So it's only gonna be as good as this next game. Obviously not, but you know, they still got the credits and history and everything. But in the immediacy of the time, he needs to set the landing because he set it up well. We've got the villain revealed. You've got some stakes, the world, end of the world, end of the universe, end of times, and everything. Things have been revealed. There are still more things to be revealed, and the Doctor has to figure out a way to solve it. And you see the Doctor fear. You see the fear in Ncuti's eyes, and he's looking at Susan and everything. Yeah, so just magnificence all around, and I really like it. Yeah. Is there anything else that I need to say? Okay. Alright, so I've been reading up a little bit and I've seen like okay, I don't think I saw the entirety of the Pyramids of Mars. But I saw bits and pieces of it. I think maybe I was watching it on some I think it was on TV and I caught parts of it. I think because some of this looks familiar to me. The suit that looks familiar to me, and I've seen this guy in the fez and the thing. So he's got like godlike powers, like I've seen. Yeah. So just a whole lot of powers and everything. Wow. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of power and godlike creature, even more powerful than Tamika. The Toymaker and Maestro were ridiculously hard for the Doctor to beat. It was just the Doctor beat Maestro. Needed a musical genius because the Doctor by himself couldn't do it. He just needed a little musical genius to defeat the embodiment of music. And the Toymaker, it was just based on the type of game they chose, and because of the Doctor split in two, and they just picked a great game for them. That's how the one, and so otherwise because of who those villains were, games and music. So if you're able to just be really good at the game or the music, you could beat them. But this is a being of like immense power and everything, so it's gonna be hard to beat them. Just like that, you have to do something really clever. You can't just win a game or play the right notes and everything, the right combination, pick the right combination of music, of notes and everything. You have to do something outside of the thing. And so the Ruby's mother or whoever we think is her mother has to play a part in this. And Ruby is definitely playing. So it says Empire of Death. So people are probably gonna die next episode. Somebody already died in this episode. So yeah. I really have a lot of thoughts now. I'm just bubbling with excitement. I can't wait for next week. Silly me thinking those. But yeah. So looking forward to it. Excited. Goodbye.